PTE Council.
Part 1. Speaking practice. Read aloud. Begin reading as soon as the recording status changes to a green bar. As you read, stress the words that carry important information. Use pausing to group the text into meaningful chunks. Use rising intonation to show a contrast, and falling intonation to show that you have finished a point or sentence, or come to the end of what you are saying. You have plenty of time, so do not rush. Read with meaning, at a normal volume. Do not leave out any words. If you make a mistake, please continue speaking and do not try to correct it. Do not stop reading, and do not begin again from the beginning. Click Next immediately when you are finished speaking to go on to the next task. The practice will begin in few seconds. Get ready.
A view east across the Eurotas Valley, near Sparta, from the Byzantine hill town of Mistra. This is one of the broader, fertile valleys of South Greece, some 5 kilometers across and with easy access to the sea at the south. An easier landscape than most in the Peloponnese, but dominated by the massif of Mount Taygetus on the east. Economists seek to understand the behavior of people and economic systems using scientific methods. These scientific endeavors can be classified into two categories of activities. These are economic theory and empirical economics. Theoretical and empirical economics are very much related activities, even though distinguished here for simplicity of presentation. The landmass of North America lies in the Western Hemisphere. It is bordered by the Arctic to the north, the continent of South America and the Caribbean Sea to the south, the Atlantic Ocean to the east, and the Pacific Ocean to the west. The land is rich in resources like coal, gas, oil, and an abundance of plant and animal species. Quantum gravity is a gauge field theory. In a qualitative manner, one understands a gauge theory in terms of internal degrees of freedom contained within a particle. As a particle with internal structure moves through space-time, the internal degrees of freedom can be described by a moving point on a manifold. The moving point is called a gauge. In metallic bonding, the electrons between neighboring metal atoms are delocalized, meaning that the electrons are not tied to one atom specifically. The electrons, instead, are gathered in what we call an electron sea. In an electron sea, the metal nuclei form the basis, and the electrons move around the nuclei. Protista, the Third Kingdom, was introduced by the German biologist Ernst Haeckel in 1866 to classify microorganisms which are neither animals nor plants. Since protists are quite irregular, this kingdom is the least understood and the genetic similarities between organisms in this kingdom are largely unknown. For example, some protists can exhibit properties of both animals and plants. Oracle sues Google over Java use in Android Java. The lawsuit is one battle in a whole war of the mobile industry. Virtually every major player is locked in courtroom battles with another, many fighting on multiple fronts. Software patents, which tend to be broad and subject to multiple interpretations, make for useful tools to bludgeon competitors.